Yeah.
So apparently he only likes to teach McKay things, not you. Poor Dana. I
It's
don't think that makes it. Yeah.
no.
He babbles at you about how important wood is. You should wear a shirt that says "Got Wood?" ? And how it's not appropriate to wear it around schools.
That's what's filtered on.
Joshua, did you mention that you still needed the air chain?
Yep.
I can try to teach you that.
Ooh,
Do.
you super! You hear from the other room.
Well, get out here and try it yourself then, you lazy bastard.
No, I was very close, but it doesn't help you any.
Okay.
I'll show you how it God says the word. And then nothing happens. Fuck, I'm in a cage.
A cage that has an open door that you can get in and out anytime you want.
Now, door's closed. You hear door closed. Closed.
Don't make me come in there.
He rolls his bravery. Oh, it's locked. Worst bird ever. Right. The elven girl's now scrubbing McKay's face and stuff because he kept trying to talk while she was feeding him. We could keep that gag going for a while. She then gives him a bit of a hug and pats his back.
Do you guys know gate and time? Did you want to learn gate and time if you don't know it?
I would like to learn that.
This is your first teaching attempt for the day, McKay?
Yeah.
Cool. She's burping you right now.
Okay. Let's try.
That's close enough to burp for her.
Teaching.
She goes off to do other duties now.
Yes, I make my teaching roll.
Oh my God. Who are you teaching?
Well, Glenn first because he spoke up first.
All right.
And then.
Yeah. Plus, Dana's not allowed to learn magic, apparently. Poor lady.
This will be interesting because, oops, actually no. Yeah. What about you, Dana? Did you want to learn any?
Yes, please.
Gate and time as well, or something different?
Gate and time sounds wonderful.
All right.
I've never actually seen Dana cast a spell successfully.
I know. It does not happen often.
She cast no spell to hide us from the beasties.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sorry, I didn't work.
The PCs are all the worst teachers.
Explain the concept.
Yep. Been getting checks and teaching, so that'll go.
Yeah. So hopefully this should slowly improve.
And Glenn, you know a lot of spells.
Yeah.
So are you done with the cards now?
Almost.
I went to go check out these bombs and other explosives.
Yeah. If you blow up part of the embassy, I will not be very happy. Because you potentially blow up yourself as well.
Duly noted.
The girl brings one up to you because the cellar is heavily guarded and stuff, and only the kids and ambassador, possibly with guests, are allowed down into the vault cellars and stuff. They're made of thick walls so that you know they'll be impregnable forever. Yeah. Anyway, they bring you up one. She puts it on the table and then catches it and puts it into a bowl. There you go. It was trying to roll away.
We could go get our decoder rings while he's finishing up.
Yeah, if you want to do a quick jaunt over to grab them.
Sure.
Right. Cut to, they come back looking with long faces. Not as long as one of your horse guards, but long nonetheless. Burlington was completely out of decoder rings. They didn't even have any Ovaltine in stock. They tell you that they should have some by Monday.
Damn.
Yeah, I had that problem before. I wasn't sure if it was MMO people buying them out, or if there's something that's happened that's stopping it from refreshing.
I would like to point out how funny it would be if they had the tarot cards on them and those started going magic item goes bye-bye cards over and over and they never got to use them. They just slowly evaporated. That'd just be such a dick move.
All right, clear. Let's see. Glenn, how many cards is that now? It's only 5.
So these bombs need a special key?
You're not really sure. It looks big enough to stick your finger in there.
Before, so I don't know how they work.
Let's take them outside.
You take the one outside.
All right. You are in a city. Things are rather close packed in here, which is why the kids wanted to, you know.
Find some open ground for an explosion.
Probably we're walking right out of the town.
You leave the town. You're over near some farmer's field. A little shrapnel shouldn't bother the farmer.
Okay. I don't know. Just poke in the hole and check it.
She's holding it. I'm waiting to see what she is up to. Unless you want to, while she's holding it, stick your finger in the hole and then laugh. No? All right. He knows better. So, Dana, it's all you.
Glenn, can you shine your flashlight into the hole at all?
Sure.
It shows nothing but inky darkness.
Mm.
And it curves slightly, which is irritating. But it is big enough to get your finger into it. She's like, but I use these fingers all the time. You don't want to lose them.
Here. Use this pencil.
How am I going to wear my ring if I lose my fingers?
Pencil. I hand her a pencil.
There we go.
She stares at you for a while.
I set the sphere down.
Uh-huh.
And
Farmer comes out to watch from a distance.
And I take his pencil.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna throw it.
I'm not gonna throw the bomb thing.
They're made for throwing. If it's a grenade.
Well, given most people's throw skill, I think setting it on the ground and running is a very good possibility. I don't know.
I'm pretty good at running.
You got to practice to get better. All right, I'm gonna.
I pick up a rock and I throw it at Glenn to practice.
Give me a throw roll, Glenn. You were busy stepping back when she decides to practice.
Dodge.
Go for it. Oh,
almost a crit.
Slick. He's very slick at dodging. How's your throw?
I never use it, so I'm looking on the sheet for where it is.
Bottom left.
In natural weapons or something?
No, I did not successfully throw it.
The farmer's like, you throw like a female.
I throw one at him.
Excellent. He's like, ooh.
It's even worse.
He just crosses his arms and goes, I help.
I say, that's why I'm not throwing it, Glenn.
You got to throw like this. You got to get the whole
lob
follow through. I fail.
Yeah, just like that, huh?
Like
how
that.
Better. How far away is Glenn staying now?
From the grenade?
Uh-huh.
I'll stand back 20 meters.
Okay. He is about way over there. He's like, you okay? The farmer backs up a couple paces just because, you know, he's quite distant as well.
All right, I will
They watch
sacrifice the
Thursday.
pencil. I drop it in, and I run as fast as I can.
All right.
I
The
want that
pencil
pencil
just sits in there, and you run off, and you guys stand there for a while, and now you run into the big problem when you're not sure if the device is triggered or not, as to whether you have triggered it or not. The pencil's you just merely dropped it into the hole, and it's just sitting there like some unholy plant growing from this thing.
I wanted that pencil back, Dana.
Go get it.
Writing pencil.
Are you done now, McKay?
No.
When you get done, then your reward will be getting to go out and watch these guys do things.
Yeah.
You guys did get attached like a couple of rhino guards for your protection, because Australians are highly prized. They're staying way the fuck back. They've got halberds and they're just watching. They don't know what's going on, but everybody else is standing back, so by God, they're standing back.
I wait 5 minutes.
5 minutes has passed, and it waits for you to get back close to it.
I'm gonna go get my pencil.
Aha! He dashes over, grabs his pencil, and runs away from it again, just in case.
I'm gonna find
Once the pencil is safely out of it, I'll pick it up.
What? The pencil? Or the grenade?
The grenade.
He's got your grenade now. Damn. Some sort of weird territorial grenade dispute. The farmer watches interested. He goes into his house, he gets a chair and a drink, and comes back out with his wife and kids so that they can watch the strange Australians do things. They've heard stories about Australians, and now they're finally getting to see just how they act. Is the pencil special, Daddy? Just watch.
I'll take the pencil, and I'll jab it in there hard, and then
you hear it click.
Throw it and run away.
A throw roll toward the farmer and his family, toward Dana, toward nothing.
Toward the nothing.
Got it.
I'm so far away anyway.
Yep.
Throw it half.
Right. It goes poop, lands, and then it goes boom, and everything is gone in a 10-meter radius from it, including the soil and shit. Just
10
gone.
10 meters.
There's a fucking 10-meter bowl just sitting there. The farmer goes, "What happened to my dirt?"
Yeah.
And you guys laugh at his pain. He's like, "I hope you're going to replace that dirt." I'll just send a bill to the embassy.
For
Put it
dirt.
on my tab. Thanks, farmer guy.
You can now make a lake. You can make a pond.
That was awesome.
All right, so I think we have our weapon of choice of moving the gate over the general and then just dropping these down.
That would do it. Holy shit, that would be a fucking nasty ass attack. Right, they get back to the Australian embassy laughing evilly and such, Ambassador.
All right. Well, this might do for now, and then we can work a bit more swapping around later.
Good man. Right.
All right, so Glenn.
We're down to 15 grenades.
Uh-huh.
I'll mark that.
Okay.
All right, Glenn, do you want to note down the following cards?
I do.
He's too distracted with the newest toy of the grenades.
Go ahead.
The Empress. The Emperor. Strength. The Tower. 5 of Wands. Knight of Cups. 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords. and the 10 of Pentacles. Right, Glenn's got them.
Cute.
And for Dana, Dana.
You get nothing. There you go.
Probably just lose it.
You get, well, it's up to you. You don't have to take them if you don't want to.
Oh, I'm going to take them. Probably still going to lose them.
All right, so let me just
Like
put that down. All right, so you get Temperance, the Moon, Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, excuse me, Page of Cups, 9 of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles.
All right.
So I'll check later. I might be able to do a little bit more shuffling, but that seemed to be the best way around at the moment without depriving anyone of too many cards, like Tom and Freddie, who haven't contributed that much yet. We get to see what they do.
Well, thank you for trying to figure all of that out.
All right.
And also thank you for all of the notes that you've left in different zones for us throughout the season.
No worries. Hopefully some of them made Hopefully some of them actually made sense. Clear me. Okay.
By the way, I meant diameter, not radius. Sorry. Still big.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Okay.
I was thinking 10-meter radius. That's really bad. That's like 20 meters. Huge. That is absolutely huge.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. So that material is just missing?
I think it's vaporized, disappeared.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go do that.
How far can you throw?
Well, we're going to drop them down the portal.
Yeah, we need to move it. So it's over him.
Spend like a month there to get you acclimatized.
Yeah, or get the acclimatized card. Yeah. The other potential way. Well, the other thing is that do you know how long it was after you activated it before it to go off? And can you adjust it? Because depending on the time when you drop it through the portal, depending on how far it gets to travel, it may go off midair before even getting to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Diameter, not radius. I made a mistake. I don't know how things are measured.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. We may need to jury rig them so that they activate partway through it or something. I don't know if we went that way.
How long would I say it was between the click and the explosion?
Well, the click was 1 round because activating it, same as squeezing the trigger. Then throwing 2 rounds, and then landing at some unfortunate bastard. So on the 3rd round, so about that roughly.
So maybe like 10 seconds,
15-ish. Yeah. Well, because each round is roughly 5 seconds if we have to compute. So not very long.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can fall pretty far in 15 seconds, and I don't think that the sky in that zone goes up very far. We dropped a glow stick through the.
Oh yeah.
The one thing that was kind of partially buried from the impact.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't like completely bury itself or explode.
I don't think it could because of its mass. Energy times mass.
Hello, Librarian the Wise. Night Beacon is back. Do you know on how do you know on how high your sky is in your land?
No. Silence.
Just laughing. I'm imagining that he somehow is eating also.
Well,
good, you got the popcorn I put in there.
I mean, we could test it out, drop something, have somebody out there to spot where it comes out.
Or if you know where it comes out, yeah.
That's the best like $1 glow stick ever.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
11.
would you like to try tearing anything in half here in the magic resistance zone, or?
Nope.
Damn.
All right. So when we go, one thing is, one of the rules that you might want to know before we go to the halfway in is that if you show any high-tech weapons, high-tech stuff to people, like the locals, etc., or tell them about high-tech stuff, or you get high-tech stuff stolen from you, it's your responsibility and you're basically kicked out forevermore. And also, no fighting there. I mean, there's other rules, but they're the two things when thinking about what you're going to take with you.
Yeah, I'll leave my tech stuff here then.
Yeah.
Okay. I was updating the description on the grenades, Logan. You said it was a 5-meter radius, not a 10-meter radius.
Oh, it was originally 5?
Well, you said 10 at first.
Oh,
and then
right. 10 meter diameter, 5-meter radius.
Okay.
Right.
I will change that.
So let's.
Gracias. Either way, that's still a pretty big area, and it just the fuck appeared with a boom, and the only noise it really made was all the oxygen crashing back in. So it definitely made a very discernible noise because of the oxygen smashing back, going fuck a vacuum. But everything was gone.
We will one day go to a zone where we'll be finding these piles of dirt.
I can see that.
Equipment. Tarot cards.
Have the tarot cards been divided up?
Sufficiently for today's performance.
Do you have some as well, Pete?
Yes, I've just was noting them down on my character sheet.
Very good. Then at last the ripping will commence eventually someday, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. There's still a bit more shuffling to go to try and equalize them out a bit more, but yeah.
Cool.
And so Glenn and Dana may end up with a couple more, but I'll let you guys know once I do it, but that should be enough for now without depriving others of cards. All right. I draw, get dressed, run into the Roman gear, get some alcohol, draw a doorway.
And reduce your hand. You remember the alcohol. He takes out a piece of purple glowing chalk. You guys are all Romaned up. It draws a very simple doorway. And it opens. And within, you can see... No?
There's the prayer to Jupiter.
Ah.
I'm happy to just have it open up and just walk through, but
No.
I don't believe that's the way it works.
You're right. I'm giving you a card for Logan for getting. Give me your Latin roll, Pete.
Yeah, this is where...
In order to make this prayer to Jupiter, you actually have to make a Latin roll to make it succeed. But fear not, there's another way to get here as well that Pete has already told you about that couldn't be any worse than speaking in Latin.
All right, so I have anti-greed. Do we want to use a nope on it, or are you guys fine to let that go and keep the nope for something else?
I don't have a greed.
Oh, beautiful. I do have one greed, so that's all right. I don't mind getting rid of it for the anti-greed. And get rid of that card. Do you guys have trash, or have you got okay cards? Don't worry, I've got the trash what I've got anyway. So
skill
unless
5,
you really,
5, assistant damage. Opponent fails.
I mean, if anybody wants a biology plus 20,
No,
well, just
No.
yeah, I don't think so.
I have a round revision, so
Nice.
Let's see your prayer Jupiter there, Pete.
Yes, I was just reducing my hand first, just in case there was anything good or bad there. That. Oh, that's so tempting to do that now. I'll be good. Sorry, I was just thinking it's so tempting to say, screw this, we're going to shadow travel. Well, I have It's a Crit, and so if I play It's a Crit, it means I'm going to get the next level up on shadow travel.
Oh, fuck yes! I would totally do that.
Yeah, but no. I said I was
Because
going to
there's
take
4
him here.
different choices for shadow travel.
Yeah, I know. But I said I was going to take him here first, so we'll get this over and done with.
Hopefully you won't get any cards while you're here and cause that to go away.
That's right. I'll just sit back and let them do all the talking. Yeah, like that's
sure.
gonna happen.
That's how it works.
Yeah. That's the ticket.
Good luck on your prayer Jupiter.
1 hero point.
Oh,
there we go. It's worth it to get you guys there so you can get the thing.
By the way, you discovered at this point, because I think it's first time you've used your chalk.
No, second time.
You have 3 charges left. Each chalk has 5.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
Need your chalk. Right. He opens up the door after a lengthy, complicated, tongue-twisting prayer in Latin.
And you guys have to repeat it as well. So if you know Latin, make your Latin roll. Otherwise, just
mutter along.
Phonetically repeat what I say.
El scrotium perplexus.
It's a prayer to Jupiter.
Glenn mutters darkly.
Dorcas Malorcas.
Flickumbicus.
Oh, Dana, that's something I kept meaning to ask you. Did you have a brother or a father or a cousin who used to go around being known as Lord Zool? Who was really into computers?
The answer is yes. He was the creepy uncle.
I don't feel comfortable talking about that right now.
He used to work for me.
Okay.
I was the head of the KVC in New York, so yeah, Kinley Brothers became a huge organization.
You go through the door.
I headed New York office. Yep, we go through
the next. McKay is muttering along. He's doing the old man muttering as you go through the door with him. I was the head of the KBC. It was huge. It was huger than you. And you guys are like, come on, Grandpa. And you guys go through.
And that's what I was looking for.
When you first come in there, off to your right, there's 2 fountains. One is at about belt level. The other is about foot level. You have a swirl of clean water that comes in one side, swirls around, goes out the other side. Those fountains are off to the right. There's a woman with a hammered iron collar about her neck and a stack of clean towels and a basket of dirty towels waiting next to the fountains. On the left side is a large, scarred, muscular individual with a metal-studded club on a tall chair, not freaky tall, like a bar chair type thing, watching door. He's dressed in Corboli leather, which is boiled leather armor. And it's mostly light brown with suspicious dark brown spots on it. The individual looks as though he's mostly human, having been bred with something darker, eviler, and possessing more teeth. His nose has been broken pretty much, it looks like, on his birthday every year since birth. One of the ears is cauliflowered, and the other is missing the top where it was very obviously cut off. He has a lot of scars and a jack-o'-lantern smile. There's a table near him that sits a large handbell. And he says, "Hello, sir. Brought guests with you, have you?"
Yes. Hail, gang.
Hail. He nods toward the woman with the hammered iron collar, who immediately kneels and waits.
Okay. Yes, these yeah. All right. So she'll wash your hands and feet basically. We are in the
feet washed. Quick and efficient.
Yeah.
We are in the basically this is the house of this pillow.
The individual or creature known as Gan nods.
And we are his guests.
Do you guys mind getting your hands and feet washed?
I allow this to happen.
All right. No problem. Continuing on, the walls are of pink marble. There are white ornate pillars holding the ceiling up. The floor itself is covered with various intricate mosaics, making it feel very pebbled to walk on. Those are little colored squares that make pictures. In addition to a mosaic of some guy with a yellow leaf-bladed sword, there are also some penises, which seem to lead almost like footprints further in, the Roman and their penis fetish. Following the penises, or peni, I guess, you guys eventually reach the desk, and there's like stairs going up on one side and two different tunnels on the other. At the desk is a man dressed in an elegant tunic and toga with gold jewelry about his neck, standing behind a large hotel-style desk. There's a couple of young boys with hammered iron collars and simple tunics standing nearby, looking attentive. The pink marble stairs lead up on the right. To the left, dark split tunnel illuminated by oil lamps. The man himself is probably in his 30s, looks physically fit, and is handsome in a very Roman sort of way. His nose could be a ship's icebreaker, and his eyes are piercing. Latin, 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 he says.
Hail Secundus Trebulus Vespillo.
He bows at this. Ah, yes. Hail to you, Mackay of the Joshua.
All right, I present him the alcohol. We have
I
have brought two new individuals that will need to be inducted.
I
think English may be
English.
preferable.
He switches to heavily accented English. Welcome to the house of Vespillo, he says. I am Secundus Trebullius Vespillo.
Hail.
Hail.
Hail. Right. The first thing, he pulls out a box that has purple glowing chalk. Take a piece, he says. On the box, it says, export of Fruity Land, patent pending.
So we don't need to make a spot hidden to see that this time.
No, he's holding it in such a way.
Okay. Fruity Land.
I take some chalk.
Each chalk piece has 5 charges. So in other words, you can fuck up your Latin prayer only 5 times. Mm-hmm. Then you're out chalk. And have to wait for a fucking PC who knows Latin, who's going there, because everybody.
I have thought of a way around that myself, but
of course you have. Well, if they ever get to Amber, maybe they'll have a way around it too. But until then,
no, a way around having someone who speaks Latin with them.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll see if that happens. And then it might happen. You're a clever fucker. Let's see. Well, then he says, the rules. Let's see. Where are the rules?
Actually, I thought of 2 ways around. I just thought of another one.
The head from the bag goes, silence! And oh, it is a great NPC. There it is. He says, very well, the rules. There are no... Right. He's fucked off then, has he?
I'm here.
Good. There are no warnings. Once you've broken a rule, then you will be banned forever and unable to get back in, as well as anybody with you at that time. The rules are thus. You may not trade modern devices or materials here with the locals. This is a place of eating, drinking, sleeping, talking, and fucking. If your modern device or material or ideas is somehow removed from you, it is the fault of the person who brought them in. We don't have a safe here. Leave your fancy shit at home. We unfortunately have already gotten some corruption, hence we are now serving hamburgers and pizza. Looks irritated. Violence will get people banned, whether you are the aggressor or being attacked. Unless you do not defend yourself at all, in which case that is fine, or if you just hide behind something. It is expected that you dress appropriately, as you are. Very nice. Laundry service and whatnot are available for free if you're staying at minimum for several hours. Abuse of the staff or slaves will get you banned. If you are unhappy with their performance, please let a member of staff know. Slaves will be whipped. We do not offer anyone who is young due to the overwhelming anger of people like yourselves. So older slaves only, men, women, whichever. We even have one that's both. You'll like it. Let's see. Oh, and then the travelers have their own special rules that they will tell you about. But within the House of Vespilo, we do not condone any sort of violence. Do you have any questions?
Does magic work here?
Not yours, he says and smiles. Very well. Thank you so much for your very thoughtful gift of the foreign alcohols. Your Mr. McKay, your stay and that of your friends is of course paid for. Would you like a sit-down orgy for 3?
No. I don't know how. I actually never traveled with the 2 of you before, so I don't know if you're into that sort of thing or not. So I won't assume no.
He looks as though he's pretty much offering, would you like some bread rolls? You know, that kind of attitude toward it.
I'll pass.
No, thank you.
The first time I was here, the 2 people I was traveling with kept wanting to do it. I had to say, no, we're here to see the place first, then we can worry about it later. And it was a guy and a girl, so hence why I'm not making any judgments or assumptions.
Very well.
But they were both alcoholic drunkards.
People like yourself are in the Sinster Passage. Locals mainly flock to the Dexter Passage.
Sorry, did you cover off the costs of certain things?
As long as you keep bringing gifts like this, then things are free. Otherwise, various costs. Bring silver coin if you cannot bring such marvelous, he's looking at a bottle of ouzo, alcohols. Yes. Product of Greece, my ass. They don't have anything like this. Well, any other questions?
Nope.
Enjoy my household.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I bow.
Give me etiquette rolls. It'd be all suave.
No.
I'll also try to be proper. Nope.
He looks at McKay, raises an eyebrow, and he goes, well.
God, can't even show him how it's done.
He absolutely looks horrified.
Wow, I failed that by 1. That's annoying.
Mm-hmm. So which passage would you guys like to go into? They're not labeled.
After you.
Let's do the travelers. I don't want to get kicked out right away.
Left or right?
Right.
No problem. You guys head into the right. There seem to be a lot of people laying on couches and drinking out of bowls.
Interesting.
They're all speaking in Latin. They're dressed like you are.
I will say quietly to the two of them, this is the Dexter passage. This is where the locals tend to go. If you want to drink with the locals, it's fine, but you won't be able to speak English loudly because they'll be curious about it.
I'm already backing up and away from doing something wrong.
Into the hedge.
Yeah, so sinister is Latin for left. There's the whole thing about left-handed people being sinister.
That's a card for a history roll. Please take a card, Pete.
Well, I'm left-handed, so it's...
Me too. That's why the right one's called the Stranger. I mean, anyway, so you guys head down the twisting passage on the left.
That's why they wiped with the left.
They still do in a lot of countries I've been to. And that way the Stranger's a dirty girl. Dirty girl. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
All right. I've just drawn a play immediately.
Nice. Lose
Hindrance.
that crit. What?
Hindrance.
Got it. You guys go into a cavernous room. There's various staff members with clubs, knobbed clubs and stuff here and there. A lot of people look very uncomfortable in togas. Here they all sit in like chairs and tables and some benches and tables, stuff like that. There's food, drink. They've got people bringing out stuff from kitchens. They have a lot of weird looking people. In fact, one of them is obviously a gray alien with a fake beard on, wearing a toga. And they're like, and he's got what looks to be either a metal dildo or an alien probe at the table he strokes lovingly now and then.
I think he lives here.
And there's several other different people as well. You see a lot of the usuals and such. Today, there's not that many people in. LJ is in, Jordash the Unwise, and Naughtius Maximus are ones you recognize.
Okay. Does Jordash look like he's got his fingers back, or has he still got metal fingers?
Yeah, he's got metal fingers and a pensive look when he sees you. He kind of puts his hands slowly under the table.
Okay. I'll nod in his direction.
He nods at you.
So there's no servitors of colors here at all?
No. The alien with the fake beard waves at you guys like, hello.
The certain individual who plays cards that was here playing cards previously, he's not here?
No. He doesn't live here.
No. But
there's various other people you don't know that are here, though.
Yeah, I just was a couple of people that I did know there, and I wasn't too sure if these two was familiar with that individual.
There's probably 20 or 30 people in here. And
that's why I was asking about him in particular.
There's a wide variety of time periods that you can kind of spot through the fact that they're wearing togas and stuff. Like that guy over there has got a cybernetic eye. That guy over there has got a cowboy mustache. Shit like that. It kind of gives it away.
So basically, it's, we go sit wherever we want, go mingle with whoever we want, and be civil and chat. So if there's particular individuals you want to go chat to, or we go and sit down and see if anybody comes and speaks to us.
Would we get more tarot cards?
Yes, you do.
Very good point.
Take a card for reminding me of the cards. Let's see. Pete already got his for being here, yes?
Yes.
Dana Zool picks up Judgment and Justice. And Glenn picks up the Lovers and the Ten of Cups.
I'm sorry, what I gotta play immediately, so I wasn't listening to the cards.
judgment, and justice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joshua. And unfortunately, the play immediately, it's not getting rid of the crit card.
Damn.
But it is disappearing book, and I do not have a magical book.
No, I'm not aware
So
of
then
any
it goes
magical
to,
books.
right. Oh, that reminds me. Joshua, on the notes for your library, remember your library?
Yeah.
Mark off 2 of the spell books.
Ah,
If somebody else got a disappearing book there.
yes, I forgot about them. They do actually count as magic, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Uh-huh. Gear is very temporary. It's use it or lose it.
Excuse me.
Or use it and lose it. You guys are saying there, the people who serve you stuff are all slaves. You can tell that easily. And give me listen rolls to hear in on a random conversation I'll give you. This also illustrates the kind of conversations that go on in here. If one person makes it, they can softly repeat it for the rest of the group.
Made it.
Go.
I was just rolling randomly as to which spellbook goes bye-bye.
Okay.
Hang on a second. There was a listen roll, was it?
That's right. Glad you heard that.
Minus 30.
A couple guys are talking to each other. One's going, I was going through one of those enchanted woods this one time, found a lady laying there in a big old glass coffin thing. I didn't know if she was conscious, dead, or what, but that wasn't the weird part. Weird part was some dude had gone up, opened up the coffin, drawn a cock and balls on her face, closed it back up, left. What kind of monster does that? The guy's like, well, that's nothing. I was going through the forest, came across some guy who was slapping around a lady with his cock. I said, what the fuck are you doing? He said, she's dead. It's a victimless crime. I said, she's not dead. She's one of those enchanted sleeps. And then it got weird because he got all grossed out and he started telling me he thought he'd hit the magic time between when she died and the rotting smell started. I was thinking about chopping off his cock, but I didn't want to go anywhere close. So I just shot him with some arrows until he's dead and left him draped over a tree stump with his ass in the air. I wonder if somebody came by and did him. The other guy goes, well, that's the problem with these fucking enchanted forests. Full of perverts and homicidal woodcutters. You give a guy an axe and suddenly he thinks he's a fucking action star. One of them thought I was a wolf or some shit, probably because I was wearing furs. Fortunately, it's a tech zone, so my shotgun was still working. Ripped his dumb ass in half with it. Found out later some fucking werewolf ran around and ate some kid. Felt bad about it, but you gotta defend yourself against these axe-wielding lunatics. That's the kind of weird shit that people are talking about all the time here.
Wow.
So one thing people doors seem to be into, is about collecting magic items, and is there something to do with getting enough to go to the second realm and going to the next stage, like ascending to the second realm, gathering things for the prize, and that's some of the things people have told us about. Yeah. So like apparently each realm there'll be a particular powerful item if you can find it that's unique to that realm, and if you gather enough. And what magic items each person has to gather to go to the next realm is separate for each individual. So what you need to gather would be different to what Dana needs to gather, which is different to what I need to gather. But whether or not this is just bullshit people have made up just to justify going around looting and pillaging, or there is actually somebody made up the story just to trick people, or there's actually something to it, I don't know. But yeah, that's some of the stuff people have been talking about. And there's some law, there's some agreement, some basically that if you encounter another Dora and you are killed by them, they will leave you alone for a year and a day. They won't attempt to attack you for a year and a day. Doesn't stop them from hiring other people and sending them against you, but they won't do it for a year and a day. So there's stuff about people coming here and, you know, drinking and talking with each other and being civil during that period and stuff. There's supposedly other law. We were originally told there was other rules as well between Doras, but nobody can tell us what they are. We think the guy that originally said to us was just spinning us a yarn.
You guys all notice that coming through the same tunnel that you guys came through are 3 people, 2 men and a woman, all come in wearing long gray cloaks. They're pausing in the doorway and like scanning all the people sitting there. You're pretty sure that they're going to come up to McKay and make him do something.
Plot number 21.
Listen, Rose, at half.
Nope. I do not hear a thing.
Perfect.
Listen. Minus 30. Nope.
Thank goodness. Okay. They kind of spread out throughout the room. Oh, somebody's knocking on my fucking door again.
The cat wants to come back in.
So I found this special quarter in Burlington once. Never figured out anything about it.
Oh, on the pinball machine or something?
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Have you checked? Have you gotten it checked to see if it's magic? Or
he said
tell
it
with magic glasses or something.
It doesn't count as a magic item, but
I can see that.
I think it tells that it's special somehow.
Pardon? Did they change them? Yeah, they changed out a lot of stuff. I believe it's in here. Oh, yes. Yes?
Okay. Have you gone back to see if there's another quarter there? Have you been able to accumulate quarters from the machine?
I don't. It didn't respawn like the next day, but it's been a long time since I checked.
Yeah. Because I vaguely recall hearing about the quarter, and one of my initial thought was maybe you used that in a payphone, and that was how you could get to the halfway in or contact the halfway in. Back when all we knew about it was some guy called Mr. Happy wanting.
We were told that all the
decoder
meters should be zeroed out since they just changed them or something. They.
Yeah, it must do something.
Yeah. There's so many things going on. Have you guys seen anything or heard anything that made you think of indications of what the bigger picture is, as in how we got here or why we're here or anything like that?
No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems set up like some sort of video game or simulation or something.
Yeah. Well, because those of us have gone there so far, all the Blood of Amber, and assumably all of us who are connected to Blood of Amber, that would mean either that we're brothers and sisters, or that we're cousins or second cousins or something like that. So the thing about like us, the Amberites don't age. So, for example, one of them supposedly spent centuries on Earth, so he could have had several offspring. So we could be his offspring from different time periods, for example.
Oh, I'm sorry, Logan. I muted you with all the noise when you guys were moving around.
That's right. Leave him muted.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Hooray. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Scott. Yes. Right. The three people seem to have spread out in the crowd. Empathy rolls at full, if you would, or no, at half. Half. They're wearing big cloaks and shit.
I get rid of contortions plus 20 and play Insta Hero.
Okay.
And
Did you say at half?
Yes.
Oh,
sorry, what was the
Or negative
roll?
30. Empathy.
Empathy at half, negative 30. All right.
Wait, I made it at negative 30. That's right.
You win.
30.
Aha.
Right.
I make empathy at half.
Okay. And McKay also. Great. You guys can all act in the first round because they've spread out, and one of them pulls out a knife and prepares to attack some old, stern-looking woman who's at one of the tables. We go into combat.
How far away are they?
Maybe 8 meters-ish.
All right. So too
But
far
there
away.
are two others that are in the different parts of the crowd.
All right. I'm basically getting ready to dodge then.
Round 1. Heroes are first, villains are second. Intimidation is approved. So, Pete, what do? Getting ready to dodge, you said.
Yeah, basically, if one of them, it looks like one of them is going to attack me, I'm going to dodge.
They're not even close to you. Well, close.
I am not going to engage in any combat.
Scott, what do? Quick.
I take cover.
You hide under the table. Dana, what do?
Run for the door.
Right. You get up this round and prepare to charge the door. We now go to bad guys. That guy stabs the shit out of the lady. Since he has the element of surprise on her, he's definitely bumping his damage as well as getting a bonus on the sitting lady's back. Blood's coming out. She goes, when she does that, you notice her cowl falls off. She has a barcode on the back of her head, and it looks like maybe a data jack in her spine. And right, for her round, she goes, and the other two wait. Next round, villains are first and get reinforcements. Wit is approved. So
right.
the villain goes.
Do I want to try to do... Oh, sorry. I guess it's too late for round revision, huh?
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. If you want to do a round revision.
Yeah, let's not have them reinforced.
Well, if they're reinforced, the reinforcements will get ejected with them.
It doesn't seem like they're going after us. So, I don't know what.
To round revision or not to round revision? That is the question. Whether it is nobler to etc.
I'm going to play it and not have even more people come running in here.
Fair enough. Heroes are first. Making obscene gestures is approved. McKay.
No, I don't want any more cards.
Okay. He sits quietly.
Yeah, I will dodge if I'm keeping it. I'm scanning them. I'm getting ready to dodge, but I'm not getting into combat.
No problem. Since you're
watching to see what the guards do about the situations. I'm curious to see
they
how
got up
this
last
works.
They stood up. And let's see, Dana.
Is there any of these guys between me and the door?
No.
I go for the door.
All right.
Did you want me to like roll run or something, or?
Actually, give me a maneuver roll. Oh, the guards for their action when they stood up also started yelling. More Latin.
Where's maneuver?
Prohibited.
Dex,
maneuver, dodge.
Dex, maneuver, dodge. No, don't know
Front
what the guards are saying. Yeah, it's where your luck and your strength.
There we
and
go.
stuff is.
Yes.
Yes, you managed to dodge around a very angry Vespillo who's heading this way. He glances at you like, are you being naughty type of look? And you're like, wee, run away. And right, he looks a bit confused by this. And Scott.
I flip off the table leg